Hey guys, it's Sharon, and today I am bringing you a yearly roundup of goodies I have been loving all year long. There is makeup, hair care, nail care, skin care, brushes. We've got a little bit of everything here. I truly did limit this to things that I reached for a lot throughout 2024. There may even be some repeats from previous year's favorites because I feel like if it's still a favorite, I should tell you that, right? Like I shouldn't exclude things just because maybe I talked about it before. If it's still a favorite, I think that's a good thing. So I've got quite a bit here in front of me. I will try to go as quickly as possible, giving you the high points of why I love it and what it is. I will have everything linked down below as well. I hope you enjoy. Give this video a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and let's go ahead and get on into it. So there have definitely been a lot of new products that have come into my life in 2024, but there's also a lot here that has already existed within my collection or things that I've used previously in their repurchases. I've been focusing deeply this year on using what I have. Like I said, it's not to say there isn't new stuff here, because there definitely is. But there's also some stuff that I've just had for a while and I'm rediscovering or continued to be favorites, things like that. So let's just dive on in. I've got things categorized. I'm gonna start with makeup because that's what's in front of me. I was not able to, of course, wear all of this today. It just wasn't possible, but if I am wearing a product mentioned, I will let you know. I'm gonna start out with some eyeshadow palettes. I pulled out 3 that I singled out as repeat favorites. I've been focusing really hard in 2024 to try to cycle through all of my eyeshadow palettes to really determine what I love and what I don't, see if I can declutter, things like that. It was kind of hard to pinpoint some true favorites because I haven't been repeating palettes very much because I have so many. I'm like using a new palette almost every day. It's crazy. But I pulled out 3 as ones that, like, every time I use them, I love it. I wanted to share those with you. The first is from the Balm. It is the mail order eyeshadow palette. There's a couple different color stories, I believe. This is the Just in Time palette, I believe is what you call it. It's kind of a rosy tone, pinky tone palette. There's 3 mattes, 3 shimmers. Every time I use this palette, I love the look. This is one of my all-time favorite shades right up here. It is so very nice. Super pigmented, really beautiful, shimmery. I love that all over the lid. That's like my perfect shade. So this has been a standout palette for me. All right, palette 2. The next 2 palettes are a little bit more expensive, so sorry. Eyeshadows is somewhere that I definitely spend more of my money. I'm more apt to buy high-end eyeshadows than drugstores. So I did get the new Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette from Makeup by Mario, and I love it. It is a cooler toned palette. I do have their other one as well, but this one I just really, really love. The glitters in here are just gorgeous. I love the cool tone shades. This has been a standout favorite palette of mine. I haven't even had it very long, but it has been a standout. Like, I reach for it. I dig through my drawer to find it. I love it. Sorry, I bumped the camera. And next up is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. This also came out this year, of course. I have a couple other Natasha Denona palettes, but this is definitely my favorite. I actually put it on my sister-in-law on her wedding day. I did her makeup and we used this palette and it looked beautiful on her. She's a redhead, so if you are a redhead, this would look fantastic on you. It looked just beautiful on her. Everything about this palette I love. It leans a little bit more cool with the occasional warm tone in there. I love the sequiny shimmers, the glitters. Everything about this palette is beautiful. If you've been on the fence, it's worth it. All right, I'm just going kind of in order of how I had it laid out here. It's not really rhyme or reason, but next up is lips. So I'm actually wearing one of them today. It is the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick. These have been around for ages, right? They are nothing new, but I did get them the last time they were on sale, 50% off, so I got them for like $12. So to me, $12 for a lipstick is decent. That's drugstore pricing. And this really does stay all day. It wears really nicely. It wears off decently throughout the day through eating and drinking. I mean, of course you can touch it up, but honestly, like, it still looks good. Now, if you get like a bright red, like I have a red, that needs touched up through the day. But this one that's kind of just a pretty pearly pink, like it wears off evenly throughout the day because it's similar to my lip skin tone, right? So this is beautiful. This one is in Patina Shimmer. I have a couple of shades in this line and I really love it. Now the next are more drugstore options. I guess one of them is maybe mid-range. From Nabla is this lipstick. It is the Beyond Jelly lipstick. I believe this was a new line that came out this year. I got mine in Dea, I believe. My only gripe with this is that it got put into the component incorrectly, I assume like just during manufacturing. So it doesn't lay quite perfectly in here, but the shade I love. I'll swatch it. It is a very moisturizing, shiny lipstick, easy to wear. It's a great like everyday shade. I reach for this often because I'm able to just throw it on and it looks nice. I also love this packaging. I think they did a great job. It feels very high-end to me. I mean, like I said, Nabla is not like cheap, but it's also not like crazy up there either. I really like this lipstick. All right, next up is much more affordable from Essence. It is the Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. You can see that mine is really worn. All of the packaging on it is very worn. This is in Shadow Rose. It is such a beautiful lip gloss. I'm just gonna pop a little on top of this liquid lipstick so you can see it. These are like $3 or $4. Look at that. It is such a smoothing gloss. Like it masks all the lines in my lips. It feels comfortable. It's slippery, but my hair doesn't get like stuck in it terribly like some do. It's not gummy. It's just, for the price point, I think this is like the best gloss you can buy for the money. Like, you can't beat that price tag, and they have really nice shades too. Next is the NYX Fat Oil. These are also really nice. I have one of these in my car that I just throw on. This one's in Supermodel. It's kind of a pretty pink shimmer. I like to throw this on top of a lip liner. It's just comfortable. It adds a little bit of nice color, and they are nice, but they're more pricey. So like if you had to choose, get the Essence because it's way cheaper and really, really nice. All right, next up in front of me, more eye products. We have two eye primers that were standout winners to me this year. The first is from Ulta Beauty. It is the matte eye primer. When I first used this a few years ago, I didn't really love it, but since using it again, I do. And you can see I'm getting really close to using this bad boy up. I love that I can squeeze out every last drop here. It doesn't completely disguise all the pigmentation and color on your eyelids, but it does have a tiny bit of tinge to it, so it kind of helps even everything out. And it also helps hold onto your shadows all day. I want to say it's around $9 or $10. And of course you can get it when it's on sale or use a coupon, and it's just a really great eyeshadow primer. Honestly, I've been reaching for this above my Milani for a while now. I think this is better than Milani. And on top of that, this has been around for ages. I'm just the last to try it, and I don't know why I waited so long. I think it was just one of those things that I didn't feel like spending the money on, and that is the NYX Glitter Primer. I've complained about a lot of glitter fallout before on my channel, and I've been really leaning into glitter this year, and I got this, and it's made all the difference. When I want to wear a glitter shade, I pat this on the lid first, and it helps adhere that glitter, keeping it secure in place all day long. It is absolutely fantastic. I don't know why I waited so long to get it. If you have two and you like wearing shimmery, glittery shades, pick this up. I have 3 mascara winners this year. The first, and probably my standout favorite, is the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal. This particular one's in waterproof, but I also like the regular version. It has a natural bristle wand, which I really enjoy. There's nothing crazy about it. There's no fanfare. It is just a straight bristle wand, but there's something about this that's like, it gets you like thick, fluffy looking lashes that are really defined and dark, and I really love that. Every time I wear this, I am so happy with my lashes. I feel like not enough people talk about it, and I have really enjoyed it throughout the year. I've already gone through 2 or 3 of them now. It's definitely a standout favorite. All my mascaras were drugstore winners this year. Next up is Hard Candy Lengthening. This is a rubber bristled wand. It doesn't give you quite as much volume, but it does give you that good length. It has a slight hourglass curve to it. It is a rubber bristle wand. It is just so good, and the reason why I particularly love it is because it does not smudge at all under my lashes, like on my lower under eye. No smudging at all, and I tend to have that problem. My eye tends to water, and even waterproof mascaras can sometimes transfer down. So this one I've not had any problems with. It's really great on like a more natural day. You can build it a little bit, like I could wear it on a glam day as well. It's a really nice mascara at the drugstore that I feel like definitely no one talks about, because Hard Candy I think is just underrated in general. Next up is from Wet n Wild, the So Defined mascara. This one, oh my gosh, I have never, ever loved a mascara from Wet n Wild, and I've been wearing Wet n Wild makeup since I was like 8 years old, when I was just playing with makeup, right? And going up to CVS and buying it, buy one, get one free, when they used to do that. They finally came out with a decent mascara. Now the wand is actually interesting. It's a curved wand, but it's not like any other curved wand I've ever used. It is a rubber bristle wand, and it does kind of clump up at the end. If you kind of scrape product off, that's better. But if you're needing an affordable mascara, you like a rubber bristle wand, or you just really wanted Wet n Wild to get some praise for mascara, this is it. It was a really nice mascara. I like what it does to my lashes, and it's affordable, so win-win. All right, we've got some concealer products. I'm first going to start with my favorite color corrector of the year. I have really leaned in heavy now to wearing color corrector under my eyes. I discovered that probably like 2 years ago, doing it regularly, and have found the biggest difference in how my makeup looks throughout the day and looking less tired. My favorite has been from Bobbi Brown, the corrector. Mine currently is in the shade Porcelain Peach. I find that one works pretty well for me. You can see I have used a ton of this. It's looking kind of yucky. And I already have a backup for it because I love it so much. So that's what I go in first. And then the concealer that I've been using the most is the Revlon Flexwear Full Cover Concealer. I'm gonna use this whole thing up. I love this concealer. It's so good. It's not too emollient. It's not too dry. It gives good coverage. You don't need a lot. It goes a long way. And these two paired together have just worked beautifully for me. This is just a standout. My only complaint with this is that the shade range is kind of garbage. But I really love this concealer. Next up, I've loved the Neutrogena Radiant Skin Concealer, or sorry, Radiant Cream Concealer Healthy Skin. This is really nice. Clearly they're trying to dupe the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I like this better than the NARS, and it's obviously got a better price point too. So if you like the NARS one, check this one out from Neutrogena. I think it's a really, really, really nice. And last on concealer, I finally tried out the NARS Pot Concealer. This is what the Soft Matte Concealer. I really needed something to help with blemishes, which I actually have a few of right now. I've had some like cystic pimples pop up this last go round of, you know, that time of the month, and I'm, you know, dealing with those. So it obviously doesn't hide them completely, but that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make them not look as yucky as they are, right? But I've been really enjoying this. I got it back in August, so I've had a good run using it now for quite a few months out of the year. It's definitely one that I will buy again. If you do have a drugstore dupe though for this, please let me know, because I'd obviously prefer to buy a drugstore price range than NARS. I just haven't found any sort of dupe for a pot concealer like this, which is what I'm looking for. All right, I got a couple of eyeliner faves. The first is now my new Holy Grail liquid liner. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Liner. Mine is in chocolate. That has been my favorite. It's a really rich brown, and look how thin you can get that line. I can get the sharpest, tiniest little wing. Can you see here today the wing that I've got going on? I absolutely love, love, love this liner. I've been using this one since July, and it's still going strong. I already have a backup. I need to also get it in black because I only have brown. This is the best one that I've ever used. KVD used to be a favorite. Wet n Wild Breakup Proof used to be a favorite. Nope, this is better. I will pay the full price to get this liner. It is so good, above any other that I've used. If you are looking for a very thin, precise brush tip applicator that lasts all day, this is it. The other favorite is from Essence. It is this Eye Sparkle Liquid Liner. This came out earlier this year, and I think it is the most fun product that it just adds a little bit of sparkle and joy to my day every single time I wear it. So it is just a brush tip applicator. Let me just show you there. Look how beautiful. It's just a really pretty kind of like champagne-y sparkle. I pop this into the inner corner of my lash. So I'll bring it in the inner corner, maybe bring it up just a little bit, because I'm usually wearing shimmer, and this just adds like a little bit of sparkle to your eye look that I think is so brightening and pretty, and I just love using it. It's just a fun product. So if you like glitter, pick this up. It's like $6. All right, this next one makes me sad because I have recently discovered just today that you can't get this product anymore. So I'm still going to share it in case you happen to see it out and about or on super sale in your shade. They already don't have my shade online, so I'm super bummed about that. But it is the Too Faced Pomade in a Pencil. I first discovered it at a Marshall's. I've since bought it at TJ Maxx and Marshall's a couple of times. I've gotten lucky and found it there. My preferred shade is in Taupe. It's what I'm wearing in my brows today. I love this liner, and they seem to have discontinued it. I'm very sad about it. It's so good. If you are looking for a nice, thick, wrong side, it's got one of those like triangular tips. It really truly is like a pomade and a pencil, so I can even get away without having to wear any brow gel because this will hold my brows in place. It's so good. I'm so sad that they're not selling it anymore. But if you see it at a TJ Maxx or Marshall's, pick it up. I have one powder that I have particularly enjoyed this year. Powders are just kind of boring to me, but like also a necessity. And the one that I've actually been reaching for the most and enjoying how my skin looks is from MAC. It is my Light Plus Mineralized Skin Finish. And I just like to pop my brush in there, sweep it on the face just to like smooth things out, set things down. It's just a really nice light powder that I've really been enjoying. So there you have it. All right, then I've got some powder face products, not powder, but like blushes, bronzers, you know. Then I also have some cream favorites. So a favorite contour of the year is from Sephora. It's the Sephora line Contour in 01 Fair to Light. It is truly a contour. Look how gray that is, but it works really well. Don't be afraid of it. You can go in with a nice brush and get a really good chiseled contour with this powder. If you are looking for just a single shade, because like that's what I was looking for. I didn't need a palette to contour. I need one shade that works for me. Here you go. They have quite a few shades in this line. It's not too expensive. I want to say full price. It's like $10 or $11 maybe. So check it out. If you've been looking for a single contour shade that truly is a contour, here you go. All right, these next two are very expensive, but I didn't pay a lot for them because I lucked out and found them at TJ Maxx. But I would now spend the money on them. Like if I were to run out, I would spend the money. They are from Pat McGrath. The first up is a bronzer. This has been my favorite bronzer since I've bought it. Look at that shade. It is absolutely perfect if you're fair like me. This has been perfect for me. It's not too orange, it's not too gray. It is just a great neutral bronzer. This one's in Bronze Without Caution. It's so good. So good. I think if I got rid of every other bronzer that I had and just used this for 2025, I would be a happy camper. I also got a blush. Look at that beautiful pink blush. Also that stamping in there is amazing. This one is in, oh no, the line is, okay, sorry. This is Bronze Without Caution and this is Blush Without Caution. It has so many names on here. Oh my gosh. It says Skin Fetish Divine Bronzer Naked Desire Bronzer. So there you have it. I'll link it down below. The blush is in Cherish. This is a very pigmented, punchy blush, so I have to go very light-handed. I'd be really interested to get a more neutral, like everyday shade of blush here. This is like when I want a really vibrant blush, but it lasts literally all day without losing or fading any pigment. It's so beautiful. And again, I love this packaging. I think it's just so pretty. I feel so expensive when I use it, which is just nice, you know? I do have some slightly more affordable options. Both are from, well, not bronzer and blush. One's a blush, one's a highlight. My favorite other powder blush of the year has been from the Balm in Balm Beach. So talk about a more like everyday, neutrally cool toned blush. Here you have it. I love this one. I've had this one in my collection for a long time. It's just one I've been gravitating towards a lot this year as a reliable blush that will give me a good neutral, pretty pink. So this is what I've been going for. And on top of that, my favorite highlight of the year is also from the Balm. This is Big Mama. I believe I got this at Ross. I can find the Balm at Ross fairly frequently for like really cheap. And this one says it's a highlight and shadow. When I first got it, I thought, ooh, I don't know about that. It's not like your typical highlight shade that I go for, but I love it as a blush topper because it's kind of like a peachy pink. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. So if you want something that's not like a bam in your face highlight, but you're looking for a blush topper, or something that's just a little bit more blushy and not so like vibrant highlighty, this is a good one. All right, let's pop over to cream products. So my favorite cream contour of the year is also from Sephora collection. They really hit it out of the park with their contour products this year. I'm wearing this one today as my cream contour. It is in the shade Fair to Light 01. You can already see I've made a really good dent. It was a nice little dome and now we're getting pretty flat. It is also a really excellent contour. It's so creamy, so emollient, easy to blend, and like I said, a true like good contour shade. So if you're looking for a good stick cream contour, again, Sephora collection, these two are just great. I really like to do underpainting if I have a lot more time to get ready, and I'll pop this on and then I'll use the blush once I have my foundation on, or the powder, sorry. So this has been a win. For cream blush, I have been reaching for the ABH contour, or not contour, but the blush stick in Latte. I have another shade as well, but Latte has been my favorite. It's just a really good, like everyday neutrally type, nothing too crazy blush, just a really pretty natural looking blush. And I love this. It does have a brush on the end that you could use, but I never do. It's too dense to me. Like I use a sponge or another brush to blend it out. Like that just kind of created a mess. So, but I do love this. They went on sale during 21 Days of Beauty for 50% off. But I believe I got my first one in a subscription box, and that's how I discovered it. I love this, specifically this shade, beautiful. And I have two highlights that have been a favorite this year. The first is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. This is so good. So good. I feel like Tarte is just everywhere right now. If you're on Instagram, Tarte is all over the place. Like it's just influencer central, and I'm getting kind of tired of Tarte, to be honest with you. But this is a standout product, and you can see I'm like scraping the sides already. I will definitely buy this again, pay full price if I have to. It's so good. All right, the next is a new to me product this year from Stila. It is Heaven's Hue Highlighter in Kitten. It is technically a cream, but also feels kind of like a powder. It's so interesting to me. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. It is just a beautiful, like, it's just got a pretty sheen. It's comfortable, it's light. This is definitely a pricier product, but again, this is one where I feel very glamorous when I use it, and I think it's a really fun one to apply. It also comes with a really nice big mirror, which is nice. So I really love this one. All right, moving on to some face base products. I have two primers, both drugstore. The first is the Rimmel Stay Matte. If I need my foundation to last all day, this is what I'm reaching for. It is affordable. It's under $10 at the drugstore. You get it at Walmart, get it at Walgreens, wherever they sell Rimmel. This is so good. Don't let the matte name fool you. It definitely helps keep you more matte, but not in like a drying, awful way that doesn't blend with foundation and like makes you look flaky. It doesn't do that. It smooths everything else. Like it smooths out your skin and your pores. It's kind of pore filling. And then it just gives you a really nice canvas that will grip onto your makeup. It's just really good. And if you want a glowy primer, this one I haven't found to have as much longevity. I don't really notice difference, but maybe I just haven't tested it enough. I am wearing this one today under my makeup. It is the Cool and Glow Face Primer from Ulta. This launched with their rebrand that they did recently. It is so interesting if you haven't seen it. It comes out in this beautiful pearly iridescent. Can you see that? Let me kind of look at that. So if you're looking for a glowy face primer, this is really good. And it does feel cooling when you put it on your skin, which is really fun. All right, I have 3 foundations that have been winners this year. The first, of course, is the Tier foundation in the standard red packaging. If you're anywhere near my skin tone, the shade that I have found has matched me the best is 15C Fair Porcelain. You can get it on Amazon. It's really lovely. It lasts all day. It gives you a beautiful finish. It's a very high coverage. It's just excellent. The red one has been my favorite so far. I've been testing a couple of the other formulas, but this is the standout, the original. Unfortunately, I don't have any true drugstore foundation favorites this year. I just haven't really clung to any specifically, but I do have 2 higher end that I keep wearing and reaching for often. The one I'm wearing today is the ABH foundation. This is their glowy luminous foundation. I'm in shade 130N. Like I said, it's what I'm wearing today. I love this foundation. My only complaint is my pump really stinks. Like, it's messy and it gets stuck. Like, I pump it once and I have to like physically pull up the pump to pump it again. So I don't know if I just got a dud or what, but I love this foundation and I will use it up. I can tell, like, I'm probably about down to here. I've used about half or even a little bit more than half by now, and I love this. I reach for it often. It looks beautiful and natural. I recommended it to my friend who's getting married like in a week. I recommended it to her. I think she's gonna wear it on her wedding day, and it's just a beautiful foundation. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more like natural to matte finish, not quite as luminous, which this still isn't that luminous. Like, it doesn't look like I'm a oil slick or anything. But my other favorite has been Estee Lauder Double Wear. It was a favorite last year. It's a favorite again this year. I have another backup after this because I keep going through it. Like, these 2, I just reach for all the time, just kind of depending on the day and what my event is that day, how long I want my makeup to last, things like that. But love this one. It's been around forever. It's so good. I love it. All right, that wraps up the actual makeup products. I do have a couple tools I wanted to highlight. This year, I tried the BK Beauty brushes. I have seen them everywhere. I've been very curious. They're very expensive. I bought an entire set for my birthday, and I regret that because it was really expensive. And while the brushes are very nice, I feel like I was just as happy with my Eco Tools and Real Techniques brushes as I am with these. However, there were 3 standout brushes that I find I do reach for, and I feel like I would replace them if I ever needed to. And this is what I'd be to recommend to you if you're interested in BK Beauty. These are the ones that I've used so far that I think are actually special and worth that price tag. The first is their classic 101 brush. This is probably the best foundation brush I've ever used. I love the angled side. It pats makeup in beautifully. I've even used it for cream products as well, but I just love this brush. To me, this is a very unique standout brush. So the 101 from BK Beauty. The other is the A506 from their Angie Hot and Flashy collection. This is like her concealer brush, which I use every single day for my Bobbi Brown concealer and then also my NARS concealer. This is what I use to dip in the pot and pop on my face. And the other standout to me is their liner brush. It is so tiny and precise. I love it for like powder liner to get a nice little wing or to smudge out some like a stick eyeliner. This is the, I dropped it. This is the 201. This is another one that's like a standout brush to me that I feel like if I were to lose this, I would want it back. I've never used another angled liner brush that's as good as this one. The last applicator tool is my sponge. Mine's dirty, of course, I used it today. These are the Beaky brand sponges. You can get them on Amazon. This one particularly has this flat side, which I really like. You can tell that's the side I use for foundation. Then I flip it over and use like concealer with the fluffier side here. I just love this. It's a great soft sponge, blends everything beautifully. I get a 6-pack for like $8 on Amazon. So I just buy 2 bags of those 6-packs at the beginning of the year, and then I'm set, and I use a clean new sponge every single month. So on the first of the month, I get out a new sponge and I throw away my old one. I love that system, and it's been working really well, and the sponges are really great. Okay, in line with the sponge is my favorite cleaner for it. This is the EcoTools Deep Clean Makeup Brush and Sponge Shampoo. I just recently used it on my brushes and it's fine, but really what I use it for is my sponge. I keep this by my sink, and every single morning I take my sponge into the bathroom, I wash my sponge, get it nice and wet, ready to apply new makeup. And I use this every day that I use a sponge to apply makeup. I use this cleaner. I love it. It's the best. All right, I had 2 favorite skincare products of the year. The first is the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. I went through a couple of these this year, and I love this. I have another one I'm working through right now. This is so nice. The bottle, with it being an oil, you would think that it would get oil everywhere and be really messy and gross. It's not. It doesn't leak. I have, sometimes I keep it in my shower, so I just pop in the shower, put it in my hand, wash off my makeup. Right now I have one by my sink that I use. I just love this stuff. It's so good. It's not terribly expensive. I wanna say this big bottle is like $20, and you can a lot of times get it on sale. To me, that's worth it. It lasts a long time, and it is very effective at cleansing your makeup, so I love this oil. The other skincare favorite is from La Roche-Posay. This is a moisturizer. It's their Ultra Smoothing Repair Moisturizer. I cannot say what it says in French because I don't speak French, but I will have it linked below. It has the most interesting packaging. You can see it's like got like a plastic insert in here, and that's where the product is, and so it keeps contracting as I pump out more and more. This is such a rich, hydrating moisturizer. It works really well under makeup, and it's also very good for sensitive skin. My 2-year-old actually has really dry cheeks. You know, she's teething really hard, so like drool doesn't help, and then like just wind and cold can irritate her cheeks, and they get really dry and scaly and almost like patchy, flaky. This has been the thing that actually feels like it's helping to rejuvenate the skin and moisturize it. So I use just a tiny bit of this on her cheeks, and it's been working really well, and I also love it for myself. This one's one of their more expensive moisturizers. I wanna say this little tiny thing was like $35 or something like that. So it's kind of pricey, but it's been lasting me a good while. And if you can get it on sale or with a coupon at Ulta, that's the way to do it. So I plan on next time it going on sale, I'm going to get another one or 2 of them. 2 perfume favorites of the year. The first is this fragrance oil. It's a roller ball. This is in amber. If you like an amber scent, you will absolutely adore this fragrance oil. I love it so much. I like popping it behind my neck, like under my hairline, so it kind of like makes my hair smell good. And I pop it on my wrists, of course, and a lot of times behind my ears. I absolutely adore this fragrance oil. This is one I've used up completely. I have 2 more, like one that I keep with my perfume and one that I keep in my purse, because I just love it so much. It's great for fall and winter. I don't think it's really a great summer scent because it's so like rich and musky. It's just really nice. I love it. All right, the other is a new discovery this year as well. It's the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. This has been out forever. I finally got a small little bottle. I've used, I don't know, about 1/4 of it so far. It's really nice. It reminds me a lot of this because it's very like musky. It lasts really well. If you're looking for a really rich smelling perfume that's more musky, this is a good one. It has hints of vanilla. I know I've heard it's compared to that Baccarat Rouge 540, I think, that's so popular. I wouldn't know. I've never even smelled that one. It's far too expensive to even look at. So, but what I understand is that that's a good dupe for it. So check it out. Moving on to hair. I have quite a few hair favorites this year. The first is just like a really fun one and totally random, and you might not like it, but if you're like me, you might. It is the Ava NYC Silver Sparkle Hair and Body Mist. This is just fun to me. I got it over the summer when my brother was getting married and my daughter was gonna be a flower girl, and I thought it'd be fun to put glitter in her hair because it was an outdoor wedding and I thought it'd be pretty. And I find that now I love to use it and put it in my hair. Sometimes I spray it just for fun. Let's see. I'm not sure if it will translate or not on camera, but I love spraying this, and you can definitely see it. I just wore it recently to my holiday company party, and I definitely had people saying, is there glitter in your hair? And I was like, yeah, there sure is, because I like to sparkle. So this is just like a really fun product. I just think it's fun. If you like glitter and you want to sparkle, here you go. The next is a rediscovery. This has been a favorite for years prior, and I just haven't used it in a while, and I finally rediscovered it, and it is the Kenra Dry Texture Spray. I have used a lot of dry texture sprays for like a more salon quality brand like Kenra. This is my favorite. All right, if you're looking for shine but not glitter, this is for you. The Chi Shine Infusion Shine Hairspray. This is so nice. No, it's not like a hairspray that will hold your hair, but it will give you shine to your hair. I do have it in the ends today. I sprayed it earlier. It just adds this nice healthy shine. Sometimes I find that using like an oil is just too heavy, or there's too much margin for error in that. And I like this because I can get a really fine mist without making my hair look greasy. And I've been curling my hair a lot more in 2024, and I have needed a hairspray. So I was on the hunt for a good hairspray that had a good nozzle, the right kind of hold that I'm looking for, which is not something super extra hold. I like to be able to run my fingers through my hair still, with it still just helping to hold things in. So for me, that winner is Tresemme Ultra Fine Hairspray. This is the number 3 hold out of 5. This has been my favorite. You get a nice big can. I got mine at Walmart, so it's super affordable. I like how it smells. It feels very like a big classic can of hairspray, which I enjoy. And it's been a real winner. No notes. We are going to end on nail products because I love to have a good manicure. I do my nails exclusively at home. I get a pedicure out, but I do my nails at home. I have an LED lamp so I can do a gel manicure. I have press-on nails, I have nail strips, I have nail polish, so I do my manicures at home. It helps me save money. At the same time, I buy a lot of nail products, so does it really save me money? No, it's just the lie I tell myself. But the standout product, I've mentioned them before. I'm gonna mention them again because I feel like not enough people know about them. It's the Dashing Diva Gloss Strips. This is a pair that I'm gonna wear in February for Valentine's Day. So cute. They come with accent nails. I'm wearing, here, I'll turn it over. I'm wearing a set now. These are my Christmas ones. I applied them over a week ago now. You can see that they have grown out a little bit. I don't have any problems with longevity on these. I love them so much. They're easy to apply. There's no dry time. You just slap them on, file them off with a nail file, and you're good to go. They last up to 2 weeks, just like they claim, and they do. If you don't sit there and fiddle with them, they will last for 2 weeks. If you're more of a classic nail polish girl, I did finally discover a polish that will last longer than a day, because we all know that it is so frustrating to paint your nails and have them chip in less than 24 hours. Every time I use a nail polish and that happens, I go, this is why I use the Dashing Diva strips. I'm like, why did I even waste my time? You know, because it takes a good 30 minutes at least to paint your nails, because you got to let them dry or they're gonna smudge. Well, I pulled out a polish that has been in my collection for like 3 years now, and I just used it, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, this has lasted me like over a week with no chipping. It's this SE Gel Couture line. It's incredible. I now have a few other colors. They all last beautifully. I did also pick up their top coat to pair with it. Although when I first did it, I just used Cheche Vite and it worked great. This is my standout shade from them. It doesn't look anything like it does in the bottle. Honestly, when it's on your nails, it looks more brown, but I love it. It was great for fall. It's a shade that I reach for a lot. This is 100 Pearls of Wisdom. It's definitely my favorite. It's a very unique shade. But if you're looking for a real polish that lasts this is what you want. They're not cheap though. It's like 11 bucks for a bottle. So that's annoying, but it's really good. All right, that was a really long one. I really tried to keep it down to true favorites to not be too long, but I think, I'm sorry it was. If you're still with me, bless you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I have so much fun sitting down and sharing my favorites with the internet. I know there's not a ton of people that watch me, but I hope that I helped someone get some good ideas of goodies to try. Let me know down below what your favorites of the year have been. If there's been anything amazing that I haven't tried yet that you think I should try, let me know. And if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.